Maureen.
I'm not going to read.
Oh no! No, why not?
Oh, yeah, that was good.
I love your book.
I can't come after you.
Oh, come on.
Let's see what Hank has to do.
I believe there's a guitar.
There is a guitar.
You gotta play.
Do you want to follow that act?
I may accept any physical challenge. I think that.
Physical challenge.
Yeah.
No, Maureen, you have to read.
Yeah, you have to read at least like one page.
All right.
Alright. Alright.
No, you don't want to read. Seriously, would you guys want to read after the first chapter of Paper Towns? No. Somebody said yes, but in actual fact the answer is no.
The answer is no, but I'm sure your book is incredible anyway.
There you go. That's an excellent point. I've read it. It is
love
incredible.
you.
You should take her on the road.
I totally got that on camera too.
I would like to actually go back to physical challenge, but all right.
Double take.
Yeah, because I'll do just pretty much anything. Like for no reason at all, last night I was doing back bends in Hank's room. Hank has a really nice room.
It was actually John's room. Like
Yeah, it's my room, but it's all the same. Just, you have to read. We're not going to fight over whose room it was.
All right. So this is a book called Sweet Scarlet, and it's about a family that owns a hotel in New York. It's really, really poor. And the main character is named Scarlet, and she is a girl. See, I had to start on page 40, which means that other stuff has come before this, but I should suffice to say that the hotel has no guests, and they're always kind of, anybody who ever comes to stay, it's like a really, really big deal. And Scarlet has this room that she's been given over to take care of called the Empire Suite, thinking that no one will ever come to stay. And if there's any other expletive information that you're going to need, I will just stop, ramble, physical challenge, and then continue reading. This is a chapter called A Guest Arrives, and this is basically where everything turns for Scarlet. There's no one behind the desk when Scarlet answered the call. No one had put out the "We've just stepped away, please ring the bell for service" sign. "Mom," Scarlet said, hoisting herself up and looking over the desk. Her mother was not crouching underneath. Scarlet looked around in bafflement, then went behind the desk and sat down. A tall woman suddenly stepped from behind the archway leading to the dining room. She had short, deep brown hair cut through with an even darker streak, like a chipmunk. She wore skinny jeans on the bottom and a pink kimono-like shirt on top. Scarlet had seen lots of similar items in Chinatown, but there was something about the way the material hugged her form so gracefully, how the pink was soft and muted instead of super shiny. Something told her this was the deal. Silk. The woman was standing with her fisted hands planted on her hips. Something about her stance suggested that at any moment she might raise her arms above her head and superhero it right through the ceiling and every consecutive floor until she hit the sky. Both Scarlet and the woman started a bit on seeing each other. "Did you just call me Mom?" the woman said. "Not you," Scarlet said quickly. "My mom is here." "Your mother is here?" the woman said, looking around. "Not right now." "But she's staying here?" "No." "Should you be behind that desk?" the woman asked. "Do you need help?" Scarlet asked. "Do you work here?" "I live here," Scarlet said. "I can help you." "Oh, so your mother is..." Scarlet could see the woman putting two and two together and slowly, ever so slowly, pulling a four into focus. "Who said child labor was dead? I'm being helped, but thank you. Someone, probably your mother, is getting me an espresso as we speak, an espresso that will hopefully prevent me from falling over. I've just gotten off the plane from Thailand. 29 hours. Have you ever been on a plane for 29 hours? I haven't sat that long since I did a marathon meditation for 2 days when I was on the ashram. My ass could take it then. I don't want to sit down for a week at least. I'll admit it, I have jet lag." The majority of that was delivered in one long breath. She swiveled her torso, cracking her back loudly, then strode over to the desk and peered at the framed pictures that hung behind it, showing all the successes of generations of Martins posed in front of the hotel. The last picture had been taken 4 years ago. Scarlet loved the way her braces caught the light in it. 11 had been a rough year, for many reasons. "God," the woman said, "how many of you are there?" "You mean my brothers and sisters?" "4. 4. The woman laughed again. It was a strangely animated laugh, like someone had attached her chin to a string and was jerking it towards the sky. "You don't see much of that in the city. I guess your parents aren't fans of birth control." Scarlet had this exact thought many times herself. But she didn't really like this stranger saying it out loud, nor did she like strangers hanging over her, practically staring down her cleavage, but it wasn't the cleavage or lack thereof that the woman seemed most interested in. Scarlet was wearing her sister's Dior dress, which is a rarity in this family. "That's Dior," the woman said, pinching the strap and feeling the material. The woman was close enough for Scarlet to smell. She carried a faint fragrance of incense and a light perfume that had an expensive feel inside of Scarlet's nose. Yes, Scarlet admitted. The woman leaned over farther and stared at the picture again. Interesting group, she said. All the girls are blonde like your dad and your mother's brunette like your mother. Good-looking guy, your brother. How old is he? In the picture or now? Scarlet asked. I'm only interested in now, the woman said. 19. Older sister as well. She's stunning. How old is she? 18. Her interest seemed to end with Spencer and Lola. She tapped a fingernail against her front teeth. It's not exactly what I pictured, she said, turning around to look at the lobby. Scarlet didn't know what to say. The hotel was what it was. Her mother entered from the kitchen bearing a white mug with a saucer, a tiny pile of orange rind clustered around it. The woman eagerly accepted this, pinching up all the orange and dropping it into the cup. 4 shots of espresso, her mother said. The woman nodded and sucked this back like it was nothing at all. This is my daughter Scarlet, her mother explained. We've met, the woman said. Nice name and nice dress. I'm more of a Vivian Westwood woman myself, but really I like small up-and-coming designers right out of design school. You get all the freshest ideas for a song. Scarlet's mother had slipped into that half-paralyzed mask it got when a seriously paying customer was around. This is Mrs. Amberson, she said to Scarlet. She'll be here all summer. All summer? Scarlet repeated. All summer, Mrs. Amberson said. All summer, her mother said again. In the Empire Suite. The Empire Suite? Scarlet said. This is adorable, Mrs. Amberson cut in. Do you often sing in rounds? Makes sense. You look a bit like the Von Trapps. It took Scarlet a minute to realize that she was talking about the sound of music. Actually, yes. Maybe they were a little Von Trapp-like. Many, blonde, repetitive. Also, running for the hills sounded like a pretty good plan. And I'll stop there.
My career over and over.
I know, it's very exciting.
It's for sale now.
Yeah, that's actually out. I'm sorry to read you, torture you with Paper Towns. It doesn't come out until October, but you know, when it does come out, I will hopefully be back in the neighborhood somewhere, and we can talk about it more properly.
I'm going to give this back to you.
But Maureen's book is out.
Yes,
Who are you giving it back
this
to?
belongs to somebody.
And they have like a marked page. That
Yes, but I know what it is. No, I know what it is.
You know what it is?
I know how this book goes, so I knew.
You follow the order.